and welcome to our viewers here in Nigeria and all around the world. Here's what is coming up on the program. Brown South Sudan government shuts down schools due to extreme heat wave. The world today starts right now. The Taliban has accused Pakistan of killing 8 women and children in 2 overnight airstrikes in Afghanistan. Authorities there say the reckless strikes had hit homes near the border with Pakistan. The strike comes as Pakistan President Asif Zardari vowed to respond strongly to the deaths of 7 troops killed by unknown militants on Saturday. Tensions have risen between Afghanistan and Pakistan since the Taliban retook control of the country in 2021. Last year, Pakistan forced hundreds of thousands of Afghans to leave the country, saying they did not have the correct paperwork to stay. Human rights groups criticized the policy, saying it resulted in many refugees and asylum seekers being coerced into leaving. And over in Europe, where thousands of farmers are staging protests along the streets of Madrid to express their dissatisfaction with the agricultural policies imposed by the EU. According to authorities, at least 2,000 people took part in the demonstrations. And footage shows protesters driving tractors with some holding Spanish flags and signs. Tractor protests and blockades of major highways have been seen across Europe in recent months, with thousands of farmers taking part across France, Germany, Belgium, Spain, Italy, Greece, among other countries. A volcano has erupted in Iceland for the 4th time in 3 months. Footage shows the aftermath of thick black lava flows across a highway on the peninsula. And according to the media reports, the lava reached the defenses around the evacuated town of Grindavik and close to the region's water pipe and plant. The volcano previously erupted in December 2023 as well as January and February this year. And back here in the continent, South Sudan's government has ordered an indefinite closure of all schools because of a heat wave that could see temperatures rise to as high as 45 degrees Celsius. Authorities are warning that any school found open from Monday, that's today, would have its registration withdrawn. And parents are being urged to stop their children from playing outdoors for prolonged periods, as the heat wave could last for 2 weeks. According to a statement released, there are already cases of deaths related to excessive heat being reported in that country. South Sudan is experiencing extended periods of high day and nighttime temperatures. Health authorities say this creates a cumulative psychological stress on the human body. Last week, at least 15 children were reported to have died of meningitis and other heat-related illnesses. And to other stories from the continent, Niger's junta has ended a military agreement that allowed U.S. officers to be deployed in the country. The announcement came in the week that a delegation from Washington had been in Niamey for talks with the country's military leadership. According to the ruling military spokesman, Colonel Amadou Abdrabane, the suspension is with immediate effect. Speaking on local television, the spokesperson said the U.S. delegation did not follow diplomatic protocol and that Niger was not informed about the composition of the delegation, the date of its arrival, or the agenda. But the U.S. used its base in Niger to monitor regional jihadist activity. This severance is seen as a blow to U.S. security interests in the region. The pact allowed U.S. military personnel and civilian defense staff to operate from Niger, which plays a central role in the U.S. military's operations in Africa's Sahel region and is home to a major air base. And back here in Nigeria, the country's legislators are looking forward to closer and more understandable partnerships with civil society organizations following a dialogue on understanding and sustaining collaboration with civil society. This was put together by the EU Agents for Citizen-Driven Transformation Program through the British Council and held in Lagos, Nigeria over the weekend. The chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGO, Senator Victor Omer, said arrangements have already been concluded to reopen the civil society organization's liaison office at the National Assembly complex to implement discussions. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ubani, reports.
National Assembly members, led by the chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGO, Senator Victor Omer, take time from their busy schedules to give priority to a workshop organized by the European Union through the British Council in Lagos.
And we're giving you, what is it, 5 or 6 extra minutes?
For 2 days, they rubbed minds with representatives of civil society organizations on needs and wants, with the common goal of creating a more conducive democratic society in Nigeria.
So as regards the collaboration with the CSOs, we've done very well.
Welcoming participants to the workshop, Country Director, British Council, Lucy Pearson, said as the Council marks its 80th anniversary in Nigeria, it is proud to partner with the EU to help facilitate the workshop in helping to strengthen the partnership of legislators and CSOs. National Program Manager of EU ACT, Mr. Damilare Babalola, emphasized the need for CSOs to be more credible.
This 2-day workshop provides a unique opportunity for us to explore ways to strengthen the partnership between legislators and civil society organisations, which will create an enabling environment where civil society thrives, legislative processes are enhanced, and the voices of all citizens are heard and valued.
We think that if civil society organizations are well capacitated, they are doing very well in what they know, doing. But there is weak regulatory environment, they won't be able to thrive in.
Acknowledging the importance of civil societies in holding power accountable, the chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGO, Senator Victor Omer, harps on the values CSOs bring to any government.
The civil societies actually are the catalysts for driving the necessary changes in any society. When we have a vibrant civil society, the country will be on its toes. Everybody will be on guard to ensure that the right things are done at the right time and at all times.
He later revealed the Senate's plan to reopen a CSO liaison office in the National Assembly.
We are reopening the civil society organization's liaison office in the National Assembly. That office will become a processing center for all the things that we need to be doing in Nigeria.
At the end of the workshop, participants, both legislators and CSOs, look forward to better collaborations in the near future. Amarachi Ubani, Channel Television News.
Now, the shocking crime statistics in South Africa continue to present a concerning and grim picture of the current state of safety and security in that country. High rates of violent crime, including murder, robbery, and sexual assaults, continue to plague communities and negatively impact the lives of many individuals. The president of Siluva Party, Bogana Bulaye, says that addressing these challenges requires a comprehensive approach that involves effective law enforcement strategies, community engagement, and socio-economic interventions to address the underlying factors contributing to crime.
When you reduce poverty, you reduce crime directly. So often people say the only way you deal with crime is to increase police service. We disagree. The police service must come at a stage where you've committed a crime. We still agree to the point that we need to improve public service, improve the police, but to deal directly with unemployment, to deal directly with poverty alleviation and reducing crime. We must invest in the economy. And what do we do with young people? That's the biggest question. What do we do with young people who are unemployed and unemployable? We must get them into a government program called conscription. So we must remove these 350s. You can't get 350 if you are sitting at home. The 350 will be part of a package that you go to conscription for 2 full years. And from there, we're also going to use that 2 full years to repurpose and redesign tertiary education. So from our perspective, we're going to remove from universities a number of disciplines: teaching, nurses, police, the military, and some infrastructure elements will be done through government. And you're going to have specialized in specific areas of discipline in universities. That means you reabsorb people into the military and into public sector, and you focus it better, and you relieve the universities of your first-year applicants who would have gone.
Let's stay in SA for a moment as the biggest annual street parade in South Africa returned to the mother city over the weekend and Green Point with the Cape Town Carnival. The carnival took place along the fan parade with the theme Leke, combining entertainment, cultural enrichment and community spirit in the city.
Performers take to the streets of Cape Town as the annual carnival kicked off, celebrating the city's vibrant cultural heritage and diversity. Excited fans and paratroopers wore extravagant costumes, some resembling jellyfish and even sweets, as well as unique floats, including the iconic 7-foot-tall Zakala doll and a giant ant.
Carnival decided to make us a school of fish that move in unison together, and we've actually incorporated that theme into some of our dance moves as well.
Yeah, because we can float and glide because we're on wheels, so we're perfect for the fish in the ocean.
Chairperson and co-founder of the Cape Town Carnival, Rachel Yatta, said they aim to capture something light-hearted, yet quintessentially South African.
So this year what we understood was that people were in the mood for something light, but something that's also very South African. In South Africa we have this past of divided society because of the legislation and policies we've had. In the Western Cape, the population composition is according to the then classifications of white, Cape Malay, some Indian, some from other African countries. But our idea was that irrespective of where you come from, whether the diversity is in terms of age or socioeconomic status or race, that we'd be an open house for everybody.
The theme of the event was Lekker, an Afrikaans word meaning nice or enjoyable. 43 community groups and over 1,500 performers took part in the 2-hour-long parade, which stretched up to 4 kilometers along the fan walk in Green Point.
And finally on the program, the Irish party spirit filled the streets of New York City on Sunday as hundreds gathered for the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Bagpipers, dancers and various performers wearing the colors of Irish flag filled the parade route with lively tunes and spirited performances. The event, considered the world's largest St. Patrick's Day Parade, featured an array of bands, politicians and community groups marching off the streets to participate in one of the country's oldest celebrations. St. Patrick's Day is an annual cultural and religious holiday paying homage to the patron saint of Ireland. Parades, events and festivities take place in Ireland and around the world as a vibrant celebration of Irish heritage and culture.
Ireland, everything about Ireland. I mean, we're celebrating the culture, the heritage, everything.
And there you go. Beautiful performances there on the streets of New York City. And St. Patrick's Day Parade does it for us here on the program, everyone. Thank you indeed for watching. I am Kelly Egiga. Bye.